hours. So, we'll see. But for now, we're going to see this Blueprints game. I wonder if it's oh, sick. It is full controller support. So, we are going to get comfy, boys. Comfort.
To the architect.
Alright, boys, we're going to put the lo-fi jazz on pause. We'll listen to some more music later on. But now, I am going to get this booted. Hopefully it ends up working out well. Launching game. And now we are going to try swapping this over here, and we are going to swap. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see the game. We are going to swap over my category, and we're going to put Blueprints. Going to cut out some of these tags. Mystery. We're playing a mystery game. We are playing a puzzle game. I love puzzle games, boys. If no one knew that, I'll let you know. I love me some puzzle games. Let's see. Swap that over. Have I screwed up my stream or something? Because it is saying like I'm doing a rerun. But let's swap that over. Second stream. Second stream going strong. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go back over to Twitch, make sure that did indeed work. Perfect! It did indeed work out well and intended. Alright. Get that stuff resituated. Alright, bet! We're in, boys! So now, let's see what this game is like. Put headset on. I love that ambient audio. Love that ambiance, chat.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that's actually written properly.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
If you still own it at the time of
The
death, but
above
yes.
provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Alright, I love stuff like
The
that.
location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Rest in peace. Day one. Maybe it goes by days. Beautiful artwork so far, and it seems I can walk now. Alright. What did that... Do I only have so much I can move? Okay. Open only in the event of my death. Well, you did die, so I will open it. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Okay, so like I might actually I probably burned my first few steps. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. The Mount Holly blueprint. Okay. Okay, so it seems like what I need to find is the antechamber, and I'm in the entrance hall. Well, let's get exploring, boys. This is so far really cool. The makers did a really cool job. I like this. So, search the estate can be exhausting each time you enter a room. Okay, that's why I lost it. So I stepped out of the room and came back in. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. That makes sense. Well, we're going to go in the door on the right. Oh, I see why they said roguelike. Okay! So, I think I'll choose a bedroom. Oh, okay, that's really cool. So you essentially... Wow, the game's going to change in its own ways. That's pretty cool. Puzzle games, you often have to just look around a lot. Ooh. Greetings from Reddington. So this is where we are. This is a beautiful Mount Holly home he owned. The trunk is locked. Okay. Oh, pretty lady. Hello, gorgeous. How you doing? Alright, we're gonna continue on. If we make it a guest bedroom, we get a lot more, steps in, so... Oh, because I see we could probably, like, take a nap in there or something. And I found a gem. Additionally... Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. I can't actually read that signature. It looks to me like KL, so maybe we'll meet somebody who's named KL. Cute dog. Anything else worth to discover in here? Guest bedroom rank 2. Wonder what ranks... Oh, maybe it's just how far in the house it is. So, like... I wonder if I can, like, brick the house. Crap! So if I make it a nook, it goes nowhere. If I make it a corridor, it's left unlocked. But I wanted that key. I think I'm going to make it a corridor, though. Suppose maybe I'll get lucky and, like, there's more in a room than what they let on. Because I found notes already. Okay, if I make it a storeroom, the left side's going to have to go all the way up. So, grab that. Please tell me it is going to be a currency type of thing. Ooh! That could have been easily missed. A blue bird. So that could have been, like, really easily missed. I wonder if that's going to matter. We're going to start running by this point. And now, we know we need it to be, like, at least a nook, if not a hallway. We're gonna luck and hope that we can do a nook into a hallway. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. That did make sense. He said I had to prove that I found it. So that makes a whole lot of sense, but I haven't been able to pick up any books yet. This, to me, looks like either a wardrobe, a jukebox, or a confessional, and I can't honestly tell which. But we know this chest is locked. We're gonna unlock it and see what was inside. 2 keys. Okay. Interesting. We're literally going to go back in the same room. Open this door, and we need it to go as far as we can go. Now, I would do that if it provided... It does provide us something. We can't go forward if we don't do this. But that means, necessarily, now I have a wider option. What do red rooms do? Oh, but I haven't also seen a puzzle piece yet. So a clue, maybe. No, a puzzle itself. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. This box is the middle box. Those two are both lying because they can't be telling the truth. Well, they can't all at least be correct, right? And I found a spare set of car keys. Okay, so I assume there's going to be a garage. A component of the parlor game. And I assume this is the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. So, I don't fully remember this. And this was written by M. Lowry. Or Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Alright. So, one box will always tell the truth, one box will always lie, and only one box has a prize, the other 2 are empty. These are our 3 things. So, we're going to reapply this to this. One of these boxes is the right one, because they both can't be lying. So one of them has to be correct, that's in the middle. So one tells only truth, and one tells only lies. And we're going to have to denote which one's which through this. We can at least tell that this is the one that's always telling the truth. The gems are in the middle box. But we don't know which is the middle box, I think. So far, that's what I think this is. Hopefully, I'm not entirely wrong. So, always one box that tells true. Always one box which displays only false statements. Wait a minute. And only one has the prize inside. What if the middle box, like the gems are in the middle box, is a lie? Because then one of these are still telling the truth. Do we have to solve the parlor game to do it? No. No, we don't. I am curious to know what a red room is. Because it did say that red rooms were more likely to spawn if I chose the furnace room or the boiler room. I actually can't tell if there's anything this room provided us. Alright, so now we're going to retry this, I guess. One of them always telling the truth, one of them's always lying, and only one box has a prize with it. So, if I... Let's just work with logic. If this I say is true, that would mean that one of these boxes lying and one of these two, or one of these three, two of these three are empty. So, both these say the same thing. I'm confused. Puzzles are indeed hard after all. So if I say the middle box is the one telling always true. Are there any other boxes? Because otherwise, it's looking like I might have to wing it. Winging it isn't something I like with puzzles, so we're going to make our best decision. If we get it wrong, we get it wrong. There will always be at least one box. Wait, at least is also something. Two could be lying. I'm going to open the middle box. So, how I kind of got that was if at least two are lying and they say the same thing, and that one has to be telling the truth. But if that one's telling the truth, then it's actually the middle box. It's just as simple as that. I do think I was just stupid for the last 15 minutes, but hey. Again somewhere. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Or experimental house features. Alright, I'm a little curious as a lab. Heating and cooling curves. H2O is a melting point at 0.1. I don't know what PPT is. I wasn't good at chem. Lab technician was Randolph M. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure 93 kPa in Mount Holly freezer. So it thaws just under room temp. It begins melting at 32 degrees. Seems normal. Seems like they're just doing water cooling tests. Man, if they're gonna make me do the chem here, it is gonna be a problem. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. I didn't draft the boiler room. Okay. Alright, let's not tinker with that too much. At minimum, because I don't know if I can. Electronic mail can only be accessed through the security terminal. I'm just trying to figure out right now how many characters this password is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we continue on. So far, ooh, actually, there's something else here. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way how the doors worked, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Signed, Kimberly Thompson. Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Whoa! Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. What about that letter I saw earlier with mail can only be accessed through the security terminal? Is that also a lie? It was written in red. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So that's a lie. The antechamber has been locked until further notice and access levers are required to grant entry. This is just true. Key card access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. The first letter for the password is S. So, effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. And so, S. So let's remember that the password starts with S. It's an incredibly long one, too. 12-letter S word. And if I'm going to make a guess an hour before I attempt, supernatural. Say, 12-letter S word. We are going to make it a spare room, because that allows us to go further, and hopefully this door doesn't end up being locked as a result. Pantry it is. Gives us good money. Hey Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. 5 apples, bananas, and oranges. I mean, I physically can't put the change back, but I appreciate the banana. Anything else in here? No, we continue on. The door was locked, so we're gonna use a key. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Or I'm gonna get a hallway. Hallway allows me to access the room that would have been where laboratory is. Whereas, if I do it this way, I still get to access it, but now I have to go through that. And this has a gem requirement, so I wonder. Yeah, no, it just won't let me even try. So we're going to use a hallway. Now we're going to try to keep our eyes on the prize here as, ooh, red. Doors in the west wing are less likely to be locked. It's a lie. That is interesting. We're going to see a lot of stuff like that. So the west ward, which I think I'm in, would be it. Now, get 1 star for each time you've drafted an observatory, but I don't have the chance for that. We are indeed going to make it the den. Chapel seems like it will take us, a little problematic. And now, we did need that gem. Locksmith or a commissary. Now, or a closet. I'm actually thinking we go with the closet, keep the gems. Gives me a key. Where's the second item? Pair of shoes? Oh! Occasionally save that when traveling longer distance across the estate and grounds. So, if I have to run across multiple rooms, it might save me 1 or 2. That's nice. Which works, because stuff like this is going to burn 2. This will give me a breaker box. Or, this is inevitably, this is where my day is going to end, because I can't go into any further rooms. It's okay. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. And these are on. What if I flip that off, the garage on, power on, VAC indicators, all green, and flip those off. It's going to be a color system thing. Red, blue, green. Okay, so that's going to require some figuring out. And I honestly don't know how without... Like, something has to tell me the colors, no? Welcome back to my newest, latest viewer. If you're liking the game so far, we're playing the Blueprints. It's a puzzle game, and I ain't even lying, I am confused. If you didn't see that little breaker box, I don't really know what to do there. Oh, I dropped my vape too. We're gonna pick that up first. That's definitely gonna help us figure things out. And now, we're gonna look at a map. I don't think can go anywhere else, so we might call it a day. Just to make sure. Yeah, I think... I see. So everything will be reset when I go to sleep. So then, let's explore a little more, because this, yeah, red card, effective immediately. Which part of this is lying, though? So maybe it's effective immediately. Like, paper mail can only be accessed via the security terminal? You know, like, essentially all mail can only be accessed there? This is definitely important. Alright. So, I know some of these. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, silicon? I'm really bad at chem. I don't... Crap, I was hoping that would be oxygen. I don't know. Okay, well, that's true. It will require more power, so good to know. Read that. We already got the gems from that room. What even gets us back the way we came? Is this way. Okay, and now straight ahead, you know, I think. Well, hang on. I actually have an idea, because like, what is that? The big box. I think there might be property out here. Like, what's this lead to? Locked. Private drive. There's no way it lets me walk this far without something being over here. So if it wasn't here, then it's over there. Due to the rules, you're not allowed to stay overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Oh, okay, so this is literally like where I start my day. Like, nothing else over here? A little doubtful. A 4-digit code to get into the garden. These are good things to know. And finally, it looks like mineshaft, maybe? Whatever it is, it won't let me enter. Or click. Okay. Well, it seems like I've done all I can for this game in the day, so I am going to call it a day in game. And I am going to quickly take a couple minute break. I need to use the restroom. So, by all means, if you guys need to use the restroom as well, I'd say now is a good time. BRB. Okay, I have returned. Sorry for that delay. Had to use the bathroom, but we are now back. Alright. My moderator tool caught you, Alien. Good work. Don't get chat restricted in my chat, you idiot. That's the best. Oh my god, that's funny. Welcome to Chat, Alien. That's so funny. So I'll save and continue. I think I'll play like a day or two more of this, and then I'm probably gonna take like just like a personal break. I'm probably gonna hop off stream for an hour or two, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna do a evening stream. I'll post on Twitter when I'm going to go live. I'll probably post 20 minutes before I go live. Now, I'm only opening this just to see if there's any very, very clear distinctions. Because it said things might not be the same day to day. Alright, I think I'm gonna go this way. It's always left unlocked. If we see anything cool. Pantry. 5 apples. Yep, same thing as last time, except this time there's an orange in here. I think, yep, den it is. Grab that gem, it's gonna come in handy later. Oh, well, this is a big clockwork masterpiece. You know what? This is good to know. It is, right now, 8:15-ish. Wait, did I really hope it didn't make... I didn't actually fully step into that next room. Honestly, any of these would be good. I think I'm gonna go for the closet for items. Anything else in here immediately noticeable? Nope. Parley game. Where does that take me? Ends my way up that way, but that is, I think, fine because I can just hope that the entrance hall sends me going straight forward. Now, if this is the same parlor game, then I figured it out last time. I know how to do this. It's not the same. I assume the rules have stayed the same. And they have. So now, one of them is telling the truth, one of them is always lying, and two of them are always empty. Only one has the prize in it. This is telling the truth. Oh, and it's at least telling the truth. So this could also be telling the correct one. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Alright. Both these are true, which means this must be the lie, which means I think this is the correct one. I mean, actually, wait, why could it not be this one? So it's not the one on the right. Could be either of these. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. There will at least be one box which displays only true statements. Wait, I'm an idiot. If these are telling the truth and this must be lying, then this must have the gem. Because it said it was empty. And it's very clearly not empty. Alright, I almost gamed myself there, so let's keep going. So spare room is what I would like to use, and now we're gonna go... Actually, technically, we just want to grab this one and draft it in such a way that it doesn't cuck us like it's about to. We're going to make it this room, and we're going to promptly turn around. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are running hard away. Because if I can't actually go from there, then what we're going to do is... Is that a fucking mosquito in front of my face? Okay. Well, distraction removed. Dark room. I am curious to know what's in here. But storeroom is like the viable best. So I think storeroom, we grab the stuff in it. Wait, huge. That is a key card. Blue bird. I don't know what this cute ass thing means, but it's supposed to mean something. I almost missed a gem. Anything else in here that's like supposed to be a clue? I mean, let's just take one more look at this cute little bird. It's in like a swim outfit. Hallway. Hallway. And now, we're hoping to top deck guest bedroom here, actually. I mean, billiard room is a puzzle I've not done yet. Nook will give me a key. I think we'll try the billiard room. I'm a puzzle guy. I like me some puzzles. It's a pretty nice billiard room at that, too. Okay. It says 10. Plus, minus, multiplication, divide. And... okay, coin, and now further. Can I, like, see anything behind the bar? Is there any bottles that look like they got some on it? No. Alright, seems like this is a dartboard thing. But like, so that one thing's a 10, so I'll press in 10. What else, like, notably shows them? So like the deer. Maybe I go by points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 point buck. Alright, so 12, 10. Alright. that changes something. So 13, 5. That did not change anything. So 13, 1. Alright, 13 highlights 1 and 5. So maybe if I added 7? No. That's not what I meant. Also not what I meant. Well, okay, that did something this time. So, if they were the same, that was mine, or that was addition. So 16 and 7 here. Maybe it's 9. Maybe this is... I keep hitting the wrong one. Okay. 13. Next one would be 6. I'm hoping the next one is 9. It is. 7. $20 maybe? PEMDAS rules. I'm gonna assume 16 because otherwise I don't think this works. Okay, cool. Puzzle complete. So that was some multiplication right there. That wasn't too bad. And we'll continue. Drawing room for sure. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Wonder if there's anything actually in the room that is like a puzzle or a note or something. Yeah. Each time you click on a door, you will draw the 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial options. So... Alright, so that was like a hint to tell me essentially how I am supposed to solve the billiards room. It's with math. And then I leave this. I still keep looking to the side, seeing Zays. Where's this Cheeto eating motherfucker? Oh, that's gonna kill me all day. Alright, dining room seems like the play. Gives us another chance to hook... Oh wait, secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. We're going to hope we luck sack that later. Instead, we're going to look around this room because food actually gives us more footsteps, more ability to travel the manor. This is an interesting game, though. A mystery roguelike is so cool. The kitchen would also, one, be good, and also make a shit ton of sense connected to the dining room. And thus, I will connect it. The main course is served only in the dining room, so I think, needed it connected. Well, I didn't need it connected, but I needed it in the house already. To, like, actually make it do something. I'm torn between the security room and the boudoir. But I think we're going to go with security room on this thing because it gives us that connection we needed. And now I think we don't need to purchase just yet. It's not making us go back through the cutscene. These didn't change. The password didn't change. That stayed the same. And now it also, what I love, it tracks me through the room. But that also means, wait, let's just take a peek and look at these rooms. If anything were to change, like, that's actually a thing. It's a thing that's happening. I'm going to go back through here, and while drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. But it's a room I haven't been to. Like, period. Versus a commissary, which will give me the chance to buy items. I think we go archives. Archives, like, I just want to see if, like, it provides any new stuff. Like, lore type stuff for me. Especially, I've seen a lot of these pictures as we've been going across. And I'm really starting to wonder, like, what they're meant to symbolize here. Alright. In August 22 of 1985, Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen for the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. It's the second time winning that prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort, which isn't here. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron Herbert S. Sinclair. So, Herbert was a baron. He's a lord. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. And then, literally, like, 4 months later, January 27th of 86, in a article written by Gail Hermes of the Herald staff, Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, my son was the one who actually got me started writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, The Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Okay. Oh, there's a lot in here. November 11th, publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier named of person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forward to personally take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops that publisher in literally 6 days later. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a long-term split with publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as a mentor, friend, and confidant. Let's see. And then Manning and White at press function was seen at corner, suspicious bag under the wave down a local this is the 3rd major blank last year. It is anticipated, charged by the Crown. Manning was the last person. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up till something with grand treason. No traces discovered of Sinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Miss Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver can't be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we're seeking information. Damn, this is getting spooky. Ruby crown of Arinda Aries. If I get a chance to put letters in, I need to remember the letters RLCF. Otherwise, I think we continue to the next. Gonna have to start using some keys now. It's an archive floor plan. Be the archived one. I don't know what it's in, but we have to build this. A passageway was literally what we needed. Huge for us. And whenever you enter this room... Actually, I wonder if I can keep doing that. Oh, I guess yes, but technically I can't stack it because it'll keep just giving me 2. But there are the car keys. So now if I can get into the garage, it's cool. Reddington. Okay. We're gonna need to keep enough to go further. This is where I want the dark room. makes sense. It lost power because I need the power hookup. This one had a gem requirement. Annual Maid's Day sale, 2 days off, all staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. Sledgy, set of gems, running shoes. As I thought I'd be able to play the game. What is this? DG blocks? And that's a cigarette machine. That one I know, for sure. Alright, we're gonna have to go back the way we came. I'm really hoping they don't hit us with a security door. Alright, unlock. Shaisa, we're gonna pray that this is a good room. It's looking like a type of bedroom. I think it's a bunk bedroom. Alright, plus side to hit food. Just like the only reason why this room actually isn't even worth walking into. But also that means I think I'm out of... Yeah, I can't go forward anymore. So I did get cooked. So we have to start leaving more way open to go forward. Today is a good day. Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share all my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as he told me it would be, but today is a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day. Wait. Okay. Today, if he does not... Like... Alright, maybe you just capitaled for the no reason. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw away my model airplane. So this is Herbert's journal. Oh, if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he's older, he is a crybaby. Today's a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. Crossed out. I still would rather have had a sister. Congratulations on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. So, like, they were pretty rough freaking siblings. Damn. So, Simon and Herbert are siblings. They went to a Camp Colonel. Dude, his hamster is still here. Am I not Herbert's, like, grandson or, like, nephew? Also, well, that's a gun, that's a spear. I'm, like, equipped if I stay here. I'll say I'm a very big fan of the little hamster doing its thing. Since we're, like, boned, I'm wondering where I go. Because, like, At this point, I don't think I can do anything anymore. So I guess I'll experiment. Go back to this way and try out. I literally went the wrong way. Sure. Call it a day. Call it. I think we're gonna try one more day, and maybe we're having like a variety day, because I like this. I like it a lot. But I'm definitely feeling like swapping on to something else. Oh. Day 3. Oh, I see. I also have like a list of rooms. Cool. Alright, so I think we're going to try going from the left and going as far as we can. Grab the key, look around. This little stars also, I thought, mean something. Alright, we're just gonna keep running right up the left-hand side. So, doors in the west wing, if that's a lie, they're less likely to be locked. We're gonna put the den here because we still actually can go further left. Isn't there other stuff supposed to be in here as well? Or did I not read the room right? I didn't read the room right. That's what I wanted. I wanted to find the garage this whole time. The real thing is, if I put it here, like, I'm not getting into any of those rooms. And, like, I have to select them. So I think what I'm going to do is, pain as it is, go in here. I don't think I can go into negative currencies. So, good that I started to walk in now. And now, we're just going to look all around the pews. And we're going to walk as far down that way as we can. West Wing Hall. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff something may draft something. Go with breaker box, but we're not even gonna step in the room yet. Alright, use key here. Spare room and keep going. Locked. Now we officially have to go this way. Ooh, this is a roughie. Do I want to go that way or open the parlor? I think I want to go that way. North Star, the twins. Do I have to shift the dome? Or I think maybe it shifts there. It's been the same drawing each and every time. Alright, this one we can definitely go with any of these actually. But dining room's the best. Okay, let's just go forward too. Check one item and retrieve it another day. Man, do I want that. I'm gonna get it too, because it can't grab the kitchen yet. I would have grabbed the kitchen actually. hinges are even better for movement. Drafted the lavatory. So this side is dead, and I now have to go back. That is fine. I still have 2 more rooms I can go in. But it is going to burn some movement to get there, and I won't be able to use the dining room to eat. And if I have to go back to the break room, I'm actually even more boned. So we're going to go on the right side this time. This is our hope that we can go forward from there. So we go here, take a right, and we're going to walk in that room. Gives us a 2 extra. Even better, an apple will give us 2 more extra. Like, we're trying to see if any of these are like items that we actually can care about. So, this is, I assume, his mother, and if I can, like, see this picture. It's like, not, I should have compared that to the archives. That's what I should have done. Great Hall, 7 locked doors. Or the boudoir. I think I go the boudoir to pray that I like... One, yes, find this. More shocked that there's a music box in here that I can't interact with. It's a Christmas picture. Christmas picture with the safe in the background. Some of these bows are tied one way and some of these bows are tied another. Don't know. Ha! That would be really good. So whenever things are spread here, they'd be put here. That is a lie. It is not 9083, but that is... Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Anyone else write down any notes? So that die is new. It's not every die while drafting. You may use that to reroll new floor plans. And the sledgehammer, which this is expensive, can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Some special things are left when spread. On items are spread, they're immediately placed in several rooms. Oh my, so this, the conference room is quite the way to get a shit ton of stuff. And we're gonna have to re-roll that. So we'll go in here, we'll play the parlor game, and then we'll run all the way back to lock up. Because, like, we can put one of the items, like the sledgehammer, away. So, the blue box is true. This is the blue box. The blue box is empty. So, you're definitely telling the truth. That's also telling the truth, which means you are lying. Blue box is not empty. Two gems. And now, let's see. 1, lose a coin. 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will get me there, and then so we're gonna run back to the checked room where we shall put the sledgehammer away, and then we're kind of just chilling. We'll do one more day because I got like really far on this one. I thought I was gonna get like some, you know, some here. And of course, I never actually ended up bothering to check the room, so I would like to check one sledgehammer, please. We're calling it a day. We'll do one more day, and then we are going to swap. We're going to swap games, or I'm going to take an hour break. We're not sure. You know what? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we don't make it as long. Maybe we'll take a half-hour break, and then we'll start back up on something else. I don't know. In the meantime, thanks everyone who has watched so far. Thank you if you've watched even a minute. And hey, if you liked, please make sure to follow. Do think a good couple of y'all are my homies though, in which case, much love to you. The car keys. So, we found those. We are hoping to actually make use of them this run. Oh, that's on Cold Blue. That's really not good. It's already starting as a bad room. Blue box is true. This box is empty. You are in the parlor. I am indeed in the parlor, so you're telling the truth. That's also telling the truth, which means you're lying, and thus the white box is the one with the reward. We're getting really good at the parlor game. This is a known puzzle. We literally, like, I have to pick one of these two rooms. And I'm gonna go with kitchen. It doesn't really matter which one we choose, but kitchen was helpful. Corridor. Corridor has sometimes had things in it, so... Courtyard, even better. But hallway is also good. Actually, courtyard is better here. Pantry there. That is an item. It is a metal detector. I mean, there's literally dirt right there. I'd love to check, but hey. Okay, so now I go on this side, and we are gonna pick the chapel. It gives us access to those rooms, and since we don't have any money... Okay, well, never mind. Now we do have money. So this is the one we want to go further. Bedroom, and turn around, check this one, and... Okay, so boudoir would be good. Spare room's best. Patio would have been the best, but well... Alright, we have not yet found another lockbox. That's a gem though, we'll take that. And we're gonna have to use our key here. We drafted some bad rooms. We'll take the storeroom now. We kinda have to even. Oh, the shovel is an item. Could be useful for digging. Alright, a lot of items that I am only just now getting to use. So also, like, guess we're gonna have to go back and try that little puddle of dirt again, see if that works. Yes, it does. Nothing of interest was buried there, though, but, like, that also means I can use it out front. Actually, I can use it literally on every dirt pile, so what is here? I found an oversized turnip. Okay. Not big into turnips, but I guess I am today. I need the hallway. I need this hallway, or I'm fucked and screwed. This is good. This is actually, I think, what I really needed to continue. Wait. Will lead to a room with many doors. So that will, for sure, get me to the grand room. Okay, I really wanted that. I had really wanted that. I am gonna look. I do have the commissary. How many steps would I burn to go back? Because I'm like actually sick of not having gems. Plus also we do, since this counts as one, we're going to just go outside and do all the stuff we can outside right now with the shovel. If there is anything we can do out here. I mean, I'm like taking a shot in the dark, yes, but like still a lot of property out front. No way do they not have like a single pile of dirt hidden out here. Like, see that kind of thing? Definitely something. What in the world is this? Does the outside get different? Was that like always there? Or am I blind? Like, I never noticed that till right now. That was actually pretty interesting. We're gonna wander back to the campsite. Maybe we can use the shovel on something like... Yeah, what? Maybe we get a screwdriver at some point, because I thought this was blocked before. I could just be crazy, but like, I thought it was. We hopefully didn't come all the way out here for nothing, but we might have. Can't do anything with that. I haven't seen a pile of dirt outside yet. Oh, fuck, what did... What if that other... God, that code from earlier, 8093, what if it's the code to this? God, it's in the conference room. It's a red card with a safe code, but that means it's lying. But maybe that just means it's lying about what the code is to, and not that the code itself was a lie. we're going to unfortunately make the shameful walk back to the front of the estate. Do we see a pile of dirt over there? Nope. Okay. Because now we're going to go to the commissary. It was left, up, left. Alright, so, I'm in the commissary. I'm trying to turn around faster. I can buy a salt shaker and a sleeping mask. Well, actually, no. I really can only afford the salt shaker. That's a bummer, though, because it means they don't have gems, which means... wasted some steps getting here for nothing. In the hope that the next room I open will not show the garage, because I can't get it yet. In response, though, so do I have the dining room yet? I don't, which means I wonder if I can purchase it and then walk to it later. We're gonna hope that, so, how many red rooms? Technically it'd be 5 for 5 or 2 for 3. I think I'm gonna do 2 for 3. Oh, it doesn't work like I thought it did. I thought I had to go to the dining room to get the food. But if it works like that, sick. And now we're going to go all the way to the West Wing Hall. And we're going to go to the back door. And we'll take the lavatory, because if we take this now, maybe it gives us less of a chance to get screwed later. I'm thinking I redraw the floor. Yes, sirree, Bobby. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay, conference room. Was it 8093? Because if it is 9083, you're shitting me. So I'm going to have to go back to that gate at some point. Alright, that door's locked. That door's locked. We are going to use the special key to open the door here. Because it's going to lead us... oh. 2 big rooms. Alright, gymnasium it is. But I would be crazy to step in it right now. 9083? I'm going to double check that. 9083. We're going to do that now because I don't know if I continue going if I actually get to keep enough steps. But while we're walking, we're also going to open this door. Boudoir. We're going to grab whatever's in here real quick. Rumpus room. I do sleep in the rumpus room. Alright, now we gotta go back. Though, wasn't that a big closet? No, that was a small closet. So I already found the stuff in it. Alright, so now back this way and then hook a right, walk out front. And we're just gonna run right to that gate. Because, like, that code is to something. But it said red letters are definitely a lie, so something in there isn't telling the truth. That's why we go all the way over here. You're shitting me. Wait. What the heck? I mean, what was that? I mean, surely the code's got to be like something simple here. Just can't figure out what it is. Okay, but I think what we are going to do is we are going to burn our footsteps trying to go as far as we can into the house, see if we can get a little further. And then we're going to take a quick break. I think we're going to hop off stream for 30 minutes, figure out what we are going to do, and come back. Alright, so now I go right, up, left, up, right. And also, rank 5, unfortunately. And locked as well. Yeah, but if that's locked, I would have had to go to the gymnasium. I'm not going to make it in time, but let's make the walk anyway. And pass out on the next step. Alright, and I think we are going to call it a day, just like the game. We're going to call the stream right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, hey, be sure to leave a follow. If you want to see more, you can go over to my YouTube channel. I'm going to post the VODs from there tonight. And then, thank you for watching. If you want to watch more, by all means, I should have a schedule posted soon. Thank you guys. Let's see, we're going to save and quit here. Alright, and then we'll end stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you later. Hours. So, we'll see. But for now, we're going to see this Blueprints game. I wonder if it's oh, sick. It is full controller support.